Hi there. My name is Rafe, and I'm an intuitive holistic life coach and co author of the upcoming novel, The Book of Aeon, an alchemical novel with my husband Dustin. As I mentioned before in previous videos, I will be sharing some of the wisdom from the mysterious tome that our main character, Aeon, carries with him at all times. I've managed to get a sneak peek at some of the wisdom in the book, and I'm going to share some of that with you today. The topic today has to do with your purpose, or another way of understanding it is to think of it as your deep life's calling. I believe that we all come into this world with a mission, calling, or purpose that we are supposed to fulfill in our lifetime. I know many of you will identify with the idea of having an overriding singular purpose or calling, that you know what you have to accomplish in this lifetime. My son Alex knew his calling at a very early age. When we used to ask him when he was very young what he wanted to be when he grew up, he only ever had one answer. He wanted to be a computer game designer. Today, he owns his own computer game company. In the same way, I've known people who say that at a very early age, they just knew that they wanted to be a doctor or somebody in the medical field that would help people in healing. I happen to know of a young woman who already knows her calling is to be a baker and own her own bakery. By the way, she makes the most amazing cakes. And she was only 14 when she began her own business baking cakes for others. Here's the thing. When we are lucky enough to know at an early age our purpose and our parents support that dream, we are often able to live a life that supports our calling and our purpose. All too often, though, as parents, we want more for our children. So when a child comes to us and they tell us they want to be an actor, a painter, a writer, or some such field, we see the path ahead for them as difficult. I have asked so many parents what it is that they most want for their child, and almost without exception, parents will tell me what they most want is for their child to be happy. Unfortunately, that often means that the parent will overlay their own beliefs in deciding what happiness might look like for them. So when that child says they want to be a painter or an actor or a writer, the parent will try to steer them into something that makes them more money. When I was growing up, I desperately wanted to become an actor. However, my father could already see how difficult that would be as a profession. So when it was time for me to go to university, he steered me in the direction of a Bachelor of Commerce degree, which would ultimately lead to a career in business. I absolutely cannot fault him for that. He steered me in that direction out of great love for me. However, it was not what I wanted to do with my life. And ultimately, when I arrived at university, I survived about 2 weeks in the business program, and then I switched to a Bachelor of Arts with a major in speech and drama. Luckily for me, my father did not deter me. Instead, he supported me in that decision. After all, he most wanted for me to be happy, just like most parents do. I do know of many people that were not so lucky and ended up getting degrees that really do not support their calling. By the way, I never did make it as an actor. I'm going to talk about that in the context of how I found my purpose and my calling, so stay tuned for that part. So let's get back to the wisdom of Aeon for a moment. Early on in the Book of Aeon, when Ash first meets Aeon, he talks to Ash about finding a calling or purpose. Many of us journey through life without a clear sense of direction because we have lost touch with what our true calling might be. So let's talk about why it's so important to discover your calling, purpose, or mission in life. I managed to peek inside Aeon's mysterious book. By the way, I'm going to have to find a way to refer to the title of that book. He's carried it around for so long that the title has been rubbed off the cover. It must be very, very, very old. Here is what the book said. Life is a precious gift, and each one of us has a unique role to play in this vast tapestry of existence. Our purpose serves as a guiding light, illuminating our path and giving us a sense of meaning. When we know our purpose and our calling, we no longer drift aimlessly, but move with intention and passion. It ignites a fire within us, fueling our drive and determination to create a life of fulfillment. Discovering our purpose unlocks our true potential. It taps into our natural talents, strengths, and passions, providing a platform for personal growth and self-expression. When we align our actions with our purpose, we unleash a boundless energy that propels us forward, enabling us to overcome obstacles and achieve remarkable feats. Understanding our purpose isn't just about our own satisfaction. It has a profound impact on the world around us. Each purpose, no matter how big or how small, contributes to the collective human experience. When we live in alignment with our purpose, we radiate positivity, inspiring and uplifting those around us. We become catalysts for change, making a difference in our communities and leaving a lasting legacy. Life is filled with challenges and uncertainties, but we are connected by our purpose. We find resilience and perseverance in the face of adversity. Purpose provides us with a compass for us to navigate the stormy seas of life. It gives us the strength to push through the hardships, to learn from failures, and to emerge stronger than ever before. Embracing our life's purpose allows us to live authentically. It encourages us to align our actions with our values and beliefs. When we lead a purpose-driven life, we experience a profound sense of fulfillment. Each day becomes a meaningful journey, and even the smallest actions carry significance. We no longer chase superficial goals, but strive for what truly matters to us. In the grand tapestry of life, knowing our purpose is like finding a unique thread. It weaves our experiences, relationships, and achievements together, creating a masterpiece of a life well lived. Embrace your purpose with open arms, for it holds the power to transform your life and the lives of those around you. Remember, life is fleeting, and each moment is an opportunity to make it count. So go out there and discover your purpose, live it, and leave an indelible mark on the world. Wow, I just love peeking into the book of Aeon. The wisdom of Aeon can be so profound. So I want to get back to my own experience. After all, this is all about me and finding my life's purpose. As I mentioned to you at a very early age, I wanted to be an actor. The problem is, I was honestly not that good at it. As a teenager, I was filled with angst because I knew that I was gay. Great actors have to be able to tap into their authentic self, and the reality was, I was already acting. I spent most of my childhood and my teenage years and even my young adult years trying to cover up the fact that I was gay. So, in a way, I was fulfilling my destiny by acting. The challenge was that I couldn't be an actor who portrayed other characters, as I could not be my authentic self. It was not until much later in life that I was able to finally embrace who I am and step fully into my authentic skin as a gay male. Of course, by that stage, it was too late for me to consider acting as a profession. However, I began doing work on myself, exploring my spirituality, exploring who I really am, and I began thinking about what was calling me to be an actor. When I really spent time thinking about what I used to dream of when I was a child, it actually had little to do with acting, really. I used to see myself walking the red carpet at Hollywood events, being adored by masses of people, cheering crowds. You get the picture. And if you don't, look at what happens at the Oscars. That's what I wanted for myself. When I was connecting to the idea of being adored by people, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? If you think about it, somebody who grows up gay believes that the last thing they can be is adored for who they are. So me wanting to be adored makes perfect sense. However, let's get back to what I connected to and what I now understand is my calling and my purpose. I spent a lot of time journaling, meditating, and thinking about what my calling might be. I realized that in my dream of having a large number of people adore me, there was a deep-seated calling that involves having an impact on a very large number of people. I'm hoping that through my coaching practice, maybe speaking engagements, and especially through the Book of Aeon, I will have an impact on a large number of people. And what does that have to do with my calling and my purpose? Well, like I said, I've done a lot of work on it, and I now understand that my purpose, my calling, my mission is to help people know who they really are. So how do I do this? First, my passion now is in my coaching practice. Working one-on-one with people, I am able to help them connect to their dream, their purpose, and their mission in life. And then from there, I am able to help them to be a better, more authentic version of themselves. After all, being authentic is one of the most important things that we can be. Trust me, I know. I still see myself as having an impact on a large number of people. I still see myself standing in front of large audiences that want to hear what I have to say. But honestly, this time it's because I understand the wisdom of Aeon, and I hope that one day I will be invited to speak to very large audiences and to spread the wisdom of Aeon, as well as through the Book of Aeon. Why do I want to do this? Well, simply put, we're living in extraordinary times. Technology and modern-day conveniences have made life easier in terms of convenience. But make no mistake, many of us are struggling. Many of us are struggling mentally, we're struggling with depression, loneliness, and worse. It seems that the more connected we are, the more lonely we become. I believe we need to reconnect to being in the present moment, to know who we truly are, and to reconnect with our spirituality. We need once again to connect to our authentic selves, and through that, we will find our own version of happiness. If you're wondering how to figure out your own purpose, stay tuned for more videos on this topic. And if you would like me to help you directly, please reach out to me. I can give you some tips, and I'm happy to share my thoughts on how you might find your own purpose. Also, if you have questions, comments, or thoughts, please share them in the thread where you found this video or email me directly from my website. If you've enjoyed today's wisdom from the Book of Aeon, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Help me reach a massive number of people and fulfill my purpose. Also, if you would like to be the first to know when new videos are released, head over to my website, hit the subscribe button on my homepage, fill out the form, and I will email you as soon as new videos or content comes out. Thanks for watching, and be on the lookout for our novel, The Book of Aeon, an alchemical novel, coming summer 2025. Have a purposeful day, and thank you for watching.